Actress Halle Berry taking aim at California Governor Gavin Newsom, blasting him for twice vetoing a menopause bill she's been championing. Berry called him out during a New York Times summit just moments before Pretty Boy himself stepped onto the same stage. Watch.
But that's okay, because he's not going to be governor forever. And with the way he's overlooked women, half the population, by devaluing us in midlife, he probably should not be our next president either. Just saying.
You could hear the gasps in the room. Joining me now, actor Dean Cain, who just wrote, produced, and directed not one, folks, 2 films, Holy One and End the Wait. It's good to see you, Dean. Merry Christmas, by the way. Just this week, I saw an article talking about how Hollywood elites are lining up behind Newsom for president after he laid California to waste. Then this happens with Halle Berry. What's your read?
Well, first of all, I think Halle Berry is an extremely attractive woman, but she just got more attractive in my eyes. The fact that she, right there in the sort of the heart of the beast, if you will, the groan was incredible to me. But you know what? It's just like saying in a crowded theater, the emperor has no clothes. And she's just stating the obvious. Gavin claimed that bill would unintentionally raise healthcare costs. And I guess Gavin only likes to raise healthcare costs when it's completely intentional, like giving illegals healthcare in California. So I love to see someone speaking out. They don't want you to speak out. They want you to be quiet. And I'm sure Halle Berry's getting plenty of hate, but hopefully she's getting enough love from the other side of the aisle to realize that she's speaking truth. And hopefully Patrick Bateman, as I refer to Newsom, because he looks like the guy from American Psycho. Hopefully he has no chance of getting into national office, because he ruined California so badly that I had to leave.
Yep. And you know what? Lots of love for Halle Berry. Well, actually, there's always been lots of love for Halle Berry, but now there's even more, as you pointed out, love, especially here on this program. Meantime, legendary golfer Phil Mickelson posting this on X, in part, quote, "The U.S. is way too lenient on illegal immigration. Singapore, 6 months in prison, caning, then deportation. Malaysia, 1 to 5 years in prison, caning, then deportation. Mother Russia, 2 years in prison, forced labor, then deportation. Countless more like these," end quote. Watch how these leftists on the Bulwark podcast react to Mickelson's post. Watch.
What's the punishment, I wonder, for insider trading and illegal gambling does he think we should do?
Singapore?
Should we do behanding? Maybe we should behand his left hand. If that's what he wants, if he wants Old Testament justice for people, maybe we should look into Phil Mickelson's
I was
actions.
thinking, does he know that these posts go public? Like, is he aware that Twitter is a public posting service? Because it seemed insane. If this is an honest reflection of how he thinks, like, he's a disturbed dude. Like, if you're thirsting over the idea that you can cane somebody because they're here illegally, then you need to, like, go get help.
Dean, I, or liberty-loving Latino, have said for years, America shouldn't make criminals easy in their illegality, and that goes for illegal aliens as well. Seems to me Mickelson is in line with the vast majority of Americans and not those cats. What do you think?
I think you're 100% correct. Phil Mickelson's a great golfer, amazing golfer, fantastically nice guy, and he's an American patriot, 100%. And he simply just stated, look, if you break immigration law in other countries, these are some of the punishments, and we're too lenient on it. In fact, we'll give you free health care, we'll give you money, we'll give you phones, we'll put you in a hotel, we'll treat you better than we treat our own veterans, which is insane. And Phil called it out. And these guys sat up there in their ivory tower and tried to make fun of him, ad hominem attacks, trying to say he suggests we should do these things. I love Phil. I met him 30-something years ago. He's never been anything but wonderful. He will speak his mind. He should. Again, these guys are going to sit there and try to make him look silly and speak as though he shouldn't have an opinion. And they sit in their ivory little tower and they say their words. It's embarrassing for them, to be honest. I support Phil 100% on what he's saying. Obviously, I'm an ICE agent, so I feel the same way. And I think most Americans support that system. Like, if you come in here illegally, you got to go home, period.
You got to go home. And, you know, we got to stop. We got to stop giving illegal aliens bank accounts and rent. And as you mentioned, free health care. We've got to stop rolling out the welcome mat And illegal immigration is illegal. It's wrong, and it should be punished. Last thing, newly minted Irish woman Rosie O'Donnell left the country, but she still wants us to pay attention to her. She said the president, quote, verbally raped a female reporter when he called her stupid. Watch.
What happened to decency? What happened to someone standing next to that woman saying, "Did you just call her stupid?
Right.
Did you just call her stupid, President of the United States?" Like, where's that person? A decent person would stand up in spite of their job and say, "I will not sit here and watch you verbally assault and attack and rape a woman. Open your mouths and save your souls, because you're going to have to live with yourself long after he is gone."
See, this is ridiculous in my mind, Dean, because in my mind, when these leftists say crazy stuff like that, it diminishes real rape victims, does it not?
100,000%. The language there is purposeful, though. She did that on purpose. It's just like the other now meaningless slurs like xenophobe, transphobe, racist, or Nazi. You know, they say that, I'm going to borrow a meme. They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. And that is the whole point. I mean, verbally, thy name is Rosie, because that's ridiculous. There's no way to verbally rape a woman, but that term was chosen on purpose to diminish language, and it absolutely diminishes real rape victims. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. And, you know, Ireland, you got her now.
Yeah, shame on you, Rosie O'Donnell, for doing that. Shame on you. You're a disgrace. We have this photo from the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Foundation Gala, which was held at Mar-a-Lago. Tell us about this.
This is a picture of my ICE director, Todd Lyons, there with me. My brother from another mother there, who's a phenomenal agent, and Victor, and he's just a great guy. A bunch of American patriots. We were at Mar-a-Lago celebrating federal law enforcement. And I am now an honorary ICE agent. I will be a fully sworn ICE agent as soon as I complete my training. I support our federal law enforcement officers, and our immigration and border patrol. They're doing an amazing job. They're cleaning up a huge mess from the last administration. I support them so much that I joined them. I'm honored to do so. I think they're doing the right thing, and I think it's going to make America, you know, a much stronger nation. And I think people should follow immigration law. If you want to come here to the United States, we will welcome you as a legal immigrant 100%. Just don't do it illegally.
There you go. Amen to that. Great work on giving our children something alternative to watch in the cinema. Great work joining the federal officials to defend this country. Dean Cain, always great to talk with you, sir. Come back soon.
Thank you, Chris.
You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.